The time is 2:14 a.m. My name is Stephen Evans, and this may be my last night alive. For the past 3.5 weeks, I have been undercover inside a suspected cult, operating in secret from the Hexborough Hotel. The guilt now weighs heavy, and I can no longer sit by while these monsters continue to prey on their poor victims. I must seize my chance, and tonight could be the key. Held in a secret undercroft below the lobby sits the final piece of evidence I need to take them down. Alongside this recording, I leave all my findings, reams of documents and photos, detailed accounts of the extreme torture, and evidence of the vile experiments forced upon the unsuspecting patrons. As I prepare to leave my room, I want to ensure my conscience is clear. I am deeply sorry to all those I hurt, and although it will never wash away my sins, it is the least I can do. Clicking the stop button, I add it to the Ziploc bag and return it to the hidden compartment within the base of the tall mahogany wardrobe. I carefully secure the fitting back into place and quietly ease the doors to a close. I spin to face my room door, take a deep breath and step forward. Pressing my ear against the chilling wood to listen for any signs of life, nothing but complete silence is returned. Gripping the circular handle, the cold brass is quickly warmed by the intense heat radiating from my palms, and I turn with a determined purpose. Opening the door just enough, I slip through, gently grasp the outside handle, and close it slowly behind me. Darting a quick look in both directions, I find myself standing alone in the empty corridor. Weak moonbeams light my way, and I turn to my right, heading towards the stairs. Pressing my body against the paneled walls, I creep through the shadows and shimmy past the doors littering the corridor. Senses on high alert, I strain my ears to detect any signs of movement, but luckily I am the only soul awake. Strict cult rules dictate sleeping patterns, and fear keeps people in line. Continuing to jump from shadow to shadow, the left turn leading to the lobby stairs emerges from the darkness. Reaching the corner, I tightly force my back against the wall and take a moment to steady my nerves. On the opposite wall sits a magnificent portrait of an ancient king, armor-clad and holding the head of a slain demon. The king peers down the stairs and into the base of the lobby, keeping a watchful eye on his surroundings. A strip of moonlight illuminates his face, and the green paint in his eyes shimmers. The moonbeams strike at the center, showcasing his red pupils, and he watches my every move. Breaking the gaze between our eyes, I gradually peek around the bend to confirm my path is clear, and begin to creep down the stairs. Each step I take comes with an increasing anticipation that this is the moment it all ends. Every tiny squeak of wood beneath my feet as I descend is amplified to an air raid siren within my head. Gripping the rough wooden banister, the sweat from my palm lubricates the connection between us, and my hand glides down with ease. Crouching around 3/4 of the way, I peer over the handrail and shift my eyes across the marble floor. An eerie standby light plunges the foyer into a deep shade of red, and just as promised, the front desk sits empty. The various doors leading to offshoots of the hotel are closed, and as expected, barred from the outside. I lock in on an unmarked door sitting at the foot of the stairs and swallow the ball of nerves gathering at the back of my throat. Taking the final few steps, I slide into the shadows hanging around the doorframe. Running my fingers along the embedded markings, I locate a loose piece of wood and pick at it with my nail. The chunk eventually gives way, and a small keyhole reveals itself. Reaching into my pocket, I retrieve the key and slot it into the opening. I steadily turn, and the door pops open with a quiet whoosh of air, and I squeeze myself through the gap, quietly pulling the door to a close. The red light from the lobby peeks through the lining and provides just enough vision to be able to see the hard stone staircase before me. Surrounded by thick, earthy rock, around 10 or so steps lead down to a heavy ironclad door. If my intel is correct, beyond awaits the last component I need. Setting off down the steps, I take great care to not lose my footing and reach the base. The large, heavy door hosts an open viewing hatch, but the darkness beyond denies me any form of vantage point. It's slightly ajar, and with great effort, I yank as hard as I can. Sticking my arms out, I begin to take a few small steps forward into the room, and a sudden clicking noise echoes around the chamber. A feeling of pure terror ignites within my body as I feel the sole of my shoe slightly sink into the floor. Bright white lights blast the chamber and destroy any remaining darkness. I quickly cover my head to shield myself and prepare for the worst. A moment of silence passes and is only broken by the now gentle hum of the fluorescent lights. Slowly relaxing my arms to my sides, I take a moment to calm myself and scan the chamber. No longer than 10 to 15 meters long, red bricks form the walls and arch upwards. The floor seems to be hard concrete, yet its surface has a slick marbleized appearance and black marks scatter various sections. Peering towards the far end, my eyes light up as I notice a small wooden box resting on a metal plinth protruding from the ground below. That must be it. Thank God I was right, I whisper, relief washing over me. Rushing across the chamber, I reach the wooden container and cautiously lift it from its resting place. Shakily creaking the lid open, a small folded piece of paper calmly waits inside, and I carefully lift it upwards, unraveling each fold slowly. Flip by flip, the anticipation builds and excitement jolts through my body. But wait, what is this? It cannot be. I scream internally as the final fold exposes the secrets within. I freeze as an instant wave of dread and terror engulfs me. My heart smashes against my chest, and I push out short, sharp breaths. A cold sweat runs from my brow and trickles down onto my cheeks. My eyes frantically scan the paper, seeking an alternative answer, but no matter how many times I check, the word remains. My hands tremble. My arms violently shake, and the realization slowly sets in as the paper simply reads, "Traitor." A loud bang from behind snaps me from my fixation, and I spin round to face its direction. A sickness churns in my stomach as I realize the ironclad door is now shut, and two eyes peer through the viewing hatch. No, wait! This is all a misunderstanding, I blurt out in a desperate cry. Running towards the door, I scramble frantically to cover the distance, but before I have a chance, the viewing hatch and door slam shut. I frantically pull at the handle, and in a manic state, I try everything to get the door open. Clawing, pounding, and smashing at the handle in an animalistic frenzy, I attempt to free myself, but my efforts are in vain. Slamming my hands against the door in frustration, the realization slammed down upon me. Giving up, I press my back against the door and slide down into a crumpled heap. Defeated and void of all hope, I stare blankly back at the metal plinth on the other side of the room. Shifting my eyes to the ceiling, my eyes catch the doom waiting above, and I tightly squeeze my eyes together. "Oh God, please, not like this," I cry within my mind. Littered within the bricks above sits multiple open-ended pipes. A sudden hiss echoes around the chamber, and within a flash, fire rains down from above.